Hi, we're Charlotte and Cory, and we are walking the Camino Portuguese over 12 days from Porto to Santiago de Compostela. We start our Camino on the coastal route before joining the central route, walking a total of 271 kilometers. This is our Camino.
Day 6 on the Camino, and we are leaving Camino. We really want to do 29 kilometers today, maybe even a little bit more depending how we're feeling. That will take us to the border of Spain and Portugal. We're going to go up the River Mineiro, and there's a new path up the river. It's an Ecovia, so it should be quite nice to follow the river all the way up, hopefully under the cover of trees. Let's check it out. We're going to try and bash out half of our distance before 10 o'clock, and then another quarter before lunch, and then the final quarter after lunch. So we will see how it goes. But we're feeling good. Had a lot of time in the albergue because yesterday was a bit shorter of a distance. So yes, we were able to chill, relax, do a lot of stretching, eat a lot of food. We didn't have a great sleep because of people snoring, but at least we got to rest. We've found our river path now, and we're on this one for 3 kilometers until it breaks. We have to go back onto the main road for a half a kilometer and then all the way on the river up to Valença. So it should be a nice little path. Hopefully not too hot, and if the sun gets too high, hopefully we have some tree cover.
Because we're going this different route, we're seeing arrows, but I think now is the time we start to ignore them. We follow our little paper trail and we just follow the path that goes along the river. Will we get lost today? Who knows?
Made it to the section now where we're on the main road. This is the national road, M13, and we have a little bit of road walking. I think we're on this bit for about 500 meters to the gas station, and then we're back on the river for the rest of the way. We have just arrived in Vila de Cerveira. It's actually about the halfway point, so we're going to stop for some lunch. We've done nearly 13 kilometers. We're here for some good food. We're back on the red road now. We've had our lunch and we still have our bag full of snacks. So we are pushing on, and now this stretch is all the way to Valença along the river. So it should be pretty straightforward. We're going to bash out as many kilometers as we can. I did a little test when we had our lunch. I just put my stopwatch on to see how long we sat there, and honestly, the time flew by. 25 minutes, it felt like 10 minutes. And then went to pay, went toilet, came back, and it was like 40 minutes. The time flies by when you're sitting down on the Camino. I think the previous days we really let the time fly when we're taking our lunch breaks. So I just wanted to time it to make sure that we weren't being silly, or just to see what, how much time was actually passing. It does not feel like the same time as moving when you're walking. So yeah, be mindful when you take your lunch breaks on the Camino. Time flies. We've just taken another rest stop. We're doing a strategy today. Every 5 kilometers we're going to take a little 10-15 minute break. So now we're back up to 2 kilometers since the last rest. 3 kilometers till the next. Well, today for us is all about hitting those kilometers. We are at 2:30 and we have done nearly 23 Ks. Going pretty well. This part of the trail, there's not a lot to do. There's not a lot of things to see, so you're not getting distracted by going through small towns or places to get stamps, all that kind of stuff. So this stretch for us is all about just packing in those kilometers. There are some parts that are shady, but I would not do this in the middle of summer during the middle of the day, or I would try to avoid it, because yeah, there's a few parts which are really exposed. It is actually a really, really nice path if you had a bike. I'm not sure if that's something you can organize to like hire a bike in Camino to take to Valença, but it would be a really, really nice ride along here, along the river. I've seen a couple of other pilgrims, a young Austrian girl and then a lady from Colombia too. So there's a couple of other people on this route with us today, which is nice. Always nice to have other pilgrims around. Oh, the road is actually changing now. We've gone off the red road and we're on a little bit of a dirt track. See, they're redoing the road, so it will be even more brand new for you if you come. There's a digger up ahead ripping up the old road. Not sure why. There's been some sections which are quite close to the cliff erosion, so maybe they're pushing it back further away from the river's edge. How you doing there, hon?
Well, on our second mini break after doing nearly another 5k, and yeah, we've done what, close to 25k now? It's going to be our longest day today probably, and doing okay, but I've had to listen to podcasts just to keep my mind occupied, because it's that point now where it's like, yeah, let's find an albergue quick, or cry.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to TUI, aren't we?
Try
They're
to.
making me go further.
It's leaving now. I waited here, but
Well, we're heading into Valença now, and the path is weaving underneath a railway track nearby, and I think we are crossing some farmland to get into Valença. We're going to stop there for a toilet break, I think, and then cross the bridge to TUI. I've got my headphones in now, I've got some music. When I put music in my ears, shivers ran down my spine. It's the first time I've listened to music in, well, 5 days. Some good music helps with those last kilometers. If you're struggling, put some tunes on you know you love and get it done. We're nearly there. It's always exciting to come into a new place as well. Valença we haven't seen before, so that is going to give us a little bit of energy to cross the bridge into Spain. Ew.
I'm listening to a really good podcast which is really helping. It's super interesting, and it just said you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's me right now,
That's the truth.
trying to get comfortable with being very uncomfortable. And a cat.
free. Feel free to run. Naked once again.
Yeah, that was a nice little stop. Really nice guy who runs that place. It looks like when the Camino is busier, that's probably going to be like a place where a lot of pilgrims go. Loads of photos everywhere of all the different pilgrims from all over the world that go there. But for now, I've got 4 kilometers to go to reach TUI, if my little legs will go. And this is the biggest day we've done, and we will no longer do big days.
We just come through a fortress and now found ourselves in a village. Valença. Really cool entrance into Valença. That was a little surprise. I had no idea that Valença was like that, like a little market fortress town. I guess it kind of has to be like that because of how close they are to Spain. But yeah, lovely little town. Quite a few like shops with loads of stuff to buy. We don't need any extra weight, so we were not interested in purchasing anything. We are finally crossing the river Mineiro, which we've been walking alongside all day, and we are going from Portugal into Spain. Really cool bridge. There's cars on the inside and it's got a railway on the top, and then pedestrians on both sides. Cool place. All right, sweet. Nearly at the end of our day. Yes. Bienvenida en España. It's a really roundabout way to get into TUI when you come over the bridge. You should just really stick on the main road, but I guess they want you to sort of go through maybe a more traditional road. But I think now we're entering the old town. We're very, very excited to put my bag down, and I think the girls are quite tired. I can say that we've done a very big day, over 30 kilometers, so we should be proud of ourselves. It's a good effort. Finishing on a hill. Woo!
What a way to end the day.
Well, we're actually going up into the fortress of TUI. I didn't realise that, but that's where our accommodation is. We've booked or reserved a place in an albergue in the old fortress. It's on top of a hill, obviously, which means we have a climb, and my knee has decided that's it for the day. Yeah.
31k, our longest day ever, and we've been rewarded. I always said to Cory, there's no prize for doing that many kilometres, but there is. There's a really, really nice hostel, a really nice albergue here in Tui. It's really lovely. We pretty much have this room to ourselves. We paid €15 each, and it's probably the nicest place we've stayed at on the Camino. Well, in the hostel style, rather than like the homely style, more of a hostel style. This is really, really nice.